Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Hogwarts Legacy. Alright, we need to go to the defense against the dark arts. So let's open up our little map and get that. Ooh, side quests available. Cool. I don't think I have any, right? Oh, I do. Actually, I do. I think. Oh no, it's flip powder. Okay. We are going to track that quest. We're just gonna take our time, you know, just see what's out there. Go that way. Okay. Man, hope everybody enjoyed the last episode. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and check that one out. We learned the Accio spell and played some new game. I already forgot what it was called, but it was fun. We absolutely dominated, and that looks so good. Yeah, and so if you guys enjoying this content, just make sure you smash the like button, and subscribe if you haven't already. Man, this is everything I wanted out of a Hogwarts game. Alright, let's go.
Stupefy! Is that all you've got? Yeah. Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
It's very different than Wingardium Leviosa.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember?
Levioso!
Good! Now, well done.
Get it!
Protego!
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Alright, here we go.
Levioso!
Good form.
I know!
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it. This can't be your fault. Stupid Protego. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy my duel.
Suck it, dude.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank
Well,
you,
how
Professor
many?
Hackett. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Is this like a side
I'd
quest?
hate to face Professor Hackett in a duel.
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
It's making it feel like
In
crap.
fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill.
I guess we'll find
Look
out.
for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Steve Urkel over here.
Revelio.
Alright, I'm gonna explore a little bit. This game is so gorgeous. Let's see, where do we want to go? It sounded like something.
Revelio.
I don't know. Okay. Oh, I can. Interesting. This is a little owl action. Let's go, baby.
Revelio.
Oh. This fountain in the Transfiguration courtyard has a likeness of a wyvern on top and serves as a relaxing place for students to gather, despite rumors to the contrary, possibly started by Sir Cadogan, this is the most assuredly not meant to be the Wyvern of the Y, slain by the lively knight in spite of himself. Okay, so...
Revelio.
Okay, so that's nice that if I do that, it shows... What's that? Can I get in? Oh, let's go. Now can I get in? Let's see if I got anything from that. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like what. That piece of paper was. So why?
Lumos.
Lumos.
Levioso. Accio.
I'll have to come back to this because I really want to know what that is. An owl. Okay. Spider. Is there anything anywhere else?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I thought potions was in the dungeon. Can any of y'all help me out? Alright, oh, let's give it up.
Revelio.
Oh, let's see what that is. Do anything with you?
Accio. Lumos. Levioso.
Dope. Okay.
Revelio.
That's something over this way. It literally sounds like it's over here. I know we'll figure it out.
Ugh, what am I missing?
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Alright, let's see what
If I have
got.
the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Levioso! Accio!
So it definitely have a moth somewhere to do something with it.
Wouldn't be surprised if Professor Binns
Revelio!
one of his history lectures. I'd die of embarrassment. Hogwarts. Don't know how Natty manages.
I'm convinced that behind her rather stodgy exterior.
Don't
Professor
really
Binns
see
has
anything. I'm guessing. Yeah. Need.
I thought the boy was trying offered to carry my books, he did. Oh,
Revelio!
Have you ever had a controversy? And then 1 minute I was stirring, and the next I was swimming.
Okay, we got this.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Get that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's just go ahead and do the main quest for a minute.
As far as I can see, the only potion I've learned is thinking about.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I generally know like what to do there. I just don't
I
know
adore spending Sunday afternoons.
where the piss you'd find a moth that big.
Revelio!
What's that?
Emily promised.
Okay,
I tried doing
so
homework in the dormitory last night.
that's a symbol up there. Okay. Maybe it's okay. So that's. Let's just. I'm thinking. Like legs, right? So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5. So something with 2. I'm guessing? I don't know. Would that equal 17? And then I'm gonna say that's 1. Is there anything that it's like 9? That's like 8. Or maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's try that. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 10. It would be 16, so 1 would be the owl if it's up there. But so that is, let's say that's 3, 13, so I need 8. Which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do we have an octopus? No, okay, that's wrong. Trying to figure out how that horn's like 1, 3. So if that was 14. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, salamander. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so 16. Hopefully the little owl dude's up there, but I don't think he was.
I bet that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it'd have to be him. If that's what you count. If it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That wouldn't mark either because that'd be 1. And that'd be 5, 16. We don't have 11. Phil got pages, maybe? Selection. I feel like we have all the information that we could. We'll just come back. I'll be back here. There's way too many permutations for me to actually figure out what it could be.
Revelio.
Oh.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Absolutely are.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Alright, well, let's tell me about the potion
Can
shop.
you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
What is spellcraft?
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Sebastian, I'll tell you that much. How about Natty?
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Absolutely. Alright, can I go to Hogsmeade now? Well, you know, I'm freaking an idiot. Let's actually just do this one. I want to do this one. Do that real fast. Yeah. Oh. So where's that at? Can I just... Oh, that's nice. That I don't have to actually travel to one of those things. It's like a little food network. Alright.
You can't imagine.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
It is nearby. Alright. So it kind of seems like it's right here? I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Let's go. Right here it is.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Oh, dope as heck.
I rather enjoyed it.
Huh.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Let's go!
Can you eat a Chinese chomp?
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I'm not telling you.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
We should have. Oh, you can get relationships in here?
Revelio.
Oh, we can get a little flu network up here. Already got it.
I've always said that travel broadens.
Woo! Alright, let's see, what else can we do? Let's do that one. Okay, pretty close. Soup. Let's see.
There you are. You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Collect a flying page near the broken statue. Alright. So we got that, and then so we gotta go defense against the dark arts. I gotta remember where that's at. I think. Right. Flying paper. Would it be up there?
Revelio.
Let's. Oh, does that tell me where it's at? It's down there. That can't be where it's at, right? Right? I guess so.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
If only a new student were to help me with my...
Accio.
Got it.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
I can't do that yet. I already got the other one, right?
Professor, why must I complete these tasks?
They are meant to give you first-hand experience as you proceed to master new bits of magic. Good luck, and I shall see you soon.
Oh, there you go. Where'd he go?
Got it.
I trust the preliminary...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Oh, shoot. Big brain.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
I got it. Did my homework, senor.
Revelio.
Well, alright, everybody. We'll wrap it up here for today's episode. Appreciate you guys tuning in and checking this game out with me. I am enjoying the heck out of this, and I hope you guys are as well. If you guys could, smash that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Join me as we continue to explore what Hogwarts is as a new student. But until next time, love you guys. Hope you have a great day. Peace.